Yo, what's up? It's your boy Infamous and the big, well, or the tiny Buzz
Little
Lightskin
tiny ant Buzzy Wuzzy. I'm
live.
chilling on my ant hill,
Got it, huh?
taking a smoke break,
Okay,
watching all the
okay.
other worker ants doing their thing. I'm just being a cute little ant today. Figured for the streamer collab cast.
Period.
Yeah, I'm a little ant
Period.
arc. That's fine.
Yes, the Buzz
That's
Ant
cool.
arc. We're here for that, King. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Yeah,
So,
man. But
yeah, yeah. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we got a couple of topics to talk about today. Uh, as you guys know, the streamer collab cast is the one and only stop shop for all of your streamer questions, queries, and interests. So if you got questions, you're starting off with streaming, you want to figure out how to get better at streaming, or you've been doing this for a while and are maybe looking to pick up some new fresh tips, uh, look no further because here we are. But speaking of stuff to talk about, we got a
Pause.
few things today. The first being what tools do you need to start streaming, which obviously pertains to keyboard, hardware for the computer,
Mm-hmm.
mouse, webcam, stuff like that. Or if you're streaming on console, that's going to be again, webcam and capture
Capture
card.
cards. Yeah.
So go ahead and tell us about capture cards, David, because I have never streamed on a console.
I streamed off a console one time. It was on my Xbox One back
Yeah.
on Advanced Warfare. I've talked about this before a
Yeah.
little bit. Oh, excuse me, I moved my mic a little bit. But yeah, I played a little bit of Advanced Warfare, and it was awful. I had no mic, I had no camera. It
Mm.
was just streaming the straight gameplay. I was trying to sit in the chat and talk to people as they came in, but it was
As you
not.
played?
As I played, yeah, it was frustrating.
Wow.
It was a little frustrating. I wasn't like raging or anything, like yelling at the people, but like at the same time, like I'm sitting here, like I'm trying to play the game and like talk to the people. So a mic is definitely a must. But as far as
Mm.
capture cards go, the one I started out with, so I could use a mic and all the epic stuff that you plug into a computer. I used an Elgato HD60. That helped out for years. I streamed a lot of Xbox, a lot of PS4, PS5 games. I streamed God of War. I
Hmm.
streamed, a whole bunch of stuff off of the HD60, and that is a very good capture card. It would probably still work if I plugged it up right now. But right now I'm using an AverMedia internal 4K capture card, and it works wonders. It'll
Yeah.
capture everything in 4K, and I can record and stream at the same time, and it'll excuse me, it'll come out perfect.
Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, when it comes to
Oh,
investing, oh, what's up?
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say one last thing for
Yeah.
capture cards. These are important pieces of hardware. Do not cheap out on them. I
Yeah.
remember one time when I was playing on my Xbox 360. I've been trying to I've been content creating for a minute now, and I was on the 360. I ordered an easy cap because it was like $12 or something, and it would capture like audio, video, like it was the audio, video. What was the third one? The white one? It was like the three cables
I don't know,
for like
bro.
the
Like,
plug and play things. It was like red, yellow,
I'm gonna
and
look up tech
white.
support, bro.
But
This
nah,
shit
it's
ain't.
it's
This
not
is
even
not my
that.
wheelhouse.
It's not even that deep, but yeah. So it was $12 and it recorded in literal Minecraft quality. Do not cheap out on your
Mm-mm.
on something like that. You need something that'll go the mile and not just record terrible visuals and no audio. So sorry, Easy Cap. If you guys have come a long way since then, hit me up. We could talk. But as far as the first one, it was not that great,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So obviously, one of the important things is you don't want to drop too much money into like not the mundane stuff but the less important stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously there are levels, like tiers of importance when it comes to buying stuff for your computer, and those tiers are based on prices
Mm-hmm.
and quality. So basically you don't want to like go out and grab like the most expensive, highest quality keyboard and mouse and then be like, oh shit, I don't have the money for a snow or a mic or a camera or a fucking computer to stream on,
Yeah.
right? So it's
So you're saying
okay
have
to,
priorities.
yeah, have priorities. It's okay to grab like, just a basic regular ass like Dell $10 keyboard. It, as long as it gets the job done, has WAS and D to move around and shit, then you're good.
I mean,
It
yeah,
may, and
yeah.
for the same goes for the mouse. Like the little, I think it's shit. I forget what kind of
Shout out
mouse it
Dell, by the way.
was. Hmm?
So shout out Dell, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out Dell. But like the mouse I've had for the past like 2 years.
Hmm.
It cost me $18. I bought it off of Amazon. It has 12 little thumb buttons on the side that I can hotkey shit to, and it
Okay.
is by far the best mouse I've ever had, like in my entire life. I don't remember the name of it, but
Hmm.
if I do, I'm gonna ask them to sponsor us because I really like this mouse. And the fact that I've had other name brand mice beforehand, like high level, it's not that those were bad. It's just this one is affordable. It gets the job done.
Yeah.
It's comfortable in my hand, and it's really fucking good.
Pause.
So you don't have to splurge, and you don't have to buy name brand for quality. Because I mean, obviously, you want to get quality stuff, but
Hmm.
like you want to temper that with, you know,
There's an upgrade down the
not
line. Get started first,
ex-
and then upgrade as you go. Get a new mouse, get a new
mm-hmm,
keyboard. Don't
mm-hmm.
just go out and spend $12,000 on the best setup you could possibly get, and then start streaming to zero viewers like every single person who has come before you. Like that
Exactly.
that is pretty much, yeah. If you do want to splurge though, splurge on your computer because your computer
Yep.
will take you as far as you want. Okay, your
Mm-hmm.
computer will take you, like, whether you want to get anything technology or anything. Even if you stop wanting to stream, the computer will be there for editing. It'll be there for school. Like, it just
Work.
for exact work. Like, everybody's working from home now. Cool. So yeah, definitely. If you are gonna splurge, if you do have the money, splurge on a graphics card, RAM. If you can get like 32, 64 gigs of RAM, go for it. Good
Decent
CPU.
processor.
Exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, good CPU. And good SSD. Get a good SSD and probably some more, another hard drive, but definitely you're gonna want an SSD.
No, dude, an SSD changed my life. So that's
Absolutely, 100%.
shit. What does SSD stand for? It's
Solid state drive.
solid state drive. So basically, you got hard drives, and everybody knows hard drives. They're big as shit, right? You plug them in,
Hard as
pop, 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 done.
pause.
But
Yeah.
with an SSD, basically, it comes as like it's about the size of RAM. If you're familiar with like the size of a RAM stick,
Mm-hmm.
basically it expedites like it makes your computer run, I'd say in my case, like 10 times
Oh yeah,
faster. Like
100%.
before, when I was booting my computer up off of a hard drive,
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna have to reinstall Windows onto the SSD, right? For to boost your computer speed. But basically
It's not as
before it would
scary
take
as it
me.
sounds.
No, not really, not at all. It's really easy. There are plenty of YouTube videos on how to install the SSD. But basically it's gonna speed you up. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna speed you up. And when I first got mine hooked up, I was blown away. I was like, there's no fucking way. Because before it'd take my computer like 10 minutes to boot up, like completely and
Yep.
not lag
I
and
remember
shit. But
that.
now it's done in like 10 seconds. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. Which is really nice. It helps me be a lot more productive for work and streaming and editing and all that good stuff. It's cool. It's just nice. It's a very nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I would recommend new streamers grab. It doesn't have to be like crazy expensive. It doesn't have to be just look around, do some reviews, and see what fits in your budget.
Yeah.
Another
Cool.
thing about upgrading your PC and getting a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're gonna hear a lot of talk about, what graphics card is the best. Everyone's talking about the 3080, 3090, and the 4080 and 4090. I think if they haven't dropped already, dropping this year. It's good to have those graphics cards, but at the same time, you don't want to just have a good graphics card.
True.
Because if you're dropping like
You dropped
eh, eh, thi-
6 grand on a graphics card, right? Yeah.
but
Go
but
ahead, go
you're
ahead.
think of it like this. If you're grabbing like a big old thing of gold, like an ingot of gold, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like sticking that ingot of gold into like a dirt puddle, basically it's like, okay, this is cool, but like now I have gold in a dirt puddle. This shit isn't working.
It's not
That I
working
don't
at
think that
all.
works. But basically,
If you ever have gold in a
basically,
puddle, you know what to not do. Okay.
exactly.
To
Keep gold out
not
of
do that.
puddles. Mm-mm.
Exactly.
But basically, it's like if your processor isn't good enough and you
Mm-hmm.
have the best graphics card, like if you have a processor from like 10 years ago and you get the newest graphics card, your graphics card isn't going to perform as well because it's limited by the CPU, the processor.
Yeah.
So,
That's called bottlenecking. See,
yeah,
you're learning. You're learning.
exactly.
This is a valuable podcast. Okay. If
Hmm.
you guys aren't subbed yet,
There-
You know what to do
Now you can sub right now if you want.
right now. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
But
if you
yeah.
have a really good CPU, really good graphics card, and they're both good, then cool.
Hmm.
If you have one that's like really good, and then the other is like from like 2004, that's
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
you're gonna run at 2004 quality, bro.
So
Uh,
just try and keep everything
consistent.
consistent. Yeah. And one of the great ways to do that, if you're not familiar with building computers on your own, like if you go on Newegg and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, where do I start? One of
Shouts
the
out Newegg.
great things Newegg has, yeah, shout out Newegg, by the way. One of the great things Newegg has is a feature where it's like build your own computer. Like
Mm-hmm.
they let you like set your own budget, and then they give you pieces of equipment that are compatible.
I did not
And
know
within
that.
that budget, they can put together. And that's how I built my first computer
Oh, that's sick.
back in
What?
2016. Yeah. So
Nice.
that was like, yeah, I was like, okay, this is cool. Cause at the time I didn't know anything about computers.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm something of a genius, but it's
Oh,
like, basically, yeah, I would highly recommend checking out Newegg
okay.
because Newegg is an excellent resource for all of
Anybody who's
your.
starting out building computers or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
because building your own computer is 100% better than a pre-built. Just because, yeah, they'll throw a 3080 in there and it'll be like $900, but that's because every other piece of that computer is a piece of garbage. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. The
Yeah.
motherboard's gonna last you 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking like the RAM is probably not the best. Like stuff's
Mm-hmm.
gonna start shorting out and stuff on pre-builds. I'm not saying pre-builds are awful, dog shit, devil, don't do it. But
Yeah.
if a pre-built is in your what's it called? If a
Price
pre-built is
range.
in your price range and it's like NZXT or something like that, but I'm talking like just some like I don't
Yeah.
want
No
to
name
slate.
dropping, bro.
Amazon is making enough money. Do not
Yeah.
get a pre-built from Amazon, bro.
Oh no, 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 do
or Wish
not.
or something, bro. Like
Nope.
don't do that.
Or
That is not gonna
Etsy.
work. Exactly. These
Pre-built is you can. I'm not gonna say pre-built is terrible
Mhm.
because I know a lot of people who stream pre-built. Like I'm pretty sure Casey.
Yeah,
Shout out
Casey
my
has a
boy
pre-built.
Casey, by the
Yeah,
way.
shout out Casey.
Twitch.tv// high on quack, like a quack like the duck. So I'm pretty sure he streams off a pre-built, doesn't he?
Mhm.
His shit is pre-built.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
why
I'm
I was
pretty
like, yeah. So, but some of his stuff like will short out sometimes, or he's
sure.
had
Okay.
to he's had to do a little bit of maintenance, which obviously every PC needs maintenance. But yeah,
Mm.
just
Yeah,
pre-builds
just
are.
really, it's just about like what's in your price range
Mhm.
and being able to move forward. And not everybody has the technical know-how to build a computer, which is fine because there's plenty of resources on the internet for that. But yeah, honestly, to wrap this section up, you want to start humble, set out a budget. Don't splurge on things that aren't necessarily as important. Like
Mhm.
a webcam, for example. You can get like a 4K webcam, which is great, but a better starting option will be probably the Logitech, I think C920. Like the
Okay.
C920 is
Yeah.
a really good one. Like I got mine on Newegg for like $50 on sale, which was really good. So,
Cool.
it's
Cool.
it's
Cool.
it's a nice starter camera. But yeah,
Nice.
don't splurge on the little things. Just build your way up. Just build your way up.
Exactly. Do not. Like I'm telling you, bro. Do not spend $200-300 on a mouse
Nope.
and then spend like fucking $500 on a keyboard. Like it's okay. Like even if you are a first person shooter gamer, I'd say go ahead. You can spend like I'll give you permission to spend like $80 on each. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, bro, if we're playing Stardew or chilling, you know what I'm saying? We're playing some Minecraft or something,
Love
like do
Stardew.
not Stardew is a very calm game to watch, bro. It's very I'll fall asleep watching a Stardew stream. I'm not even gonna lie.
I have
But
fallen asleep playing Stardew. Yeah.
it's just it's so nice. It's so calm.
Yeah,
Anyways,
man.
back to it. Yeah, first person
And
shooters. Yes, it's okay to spend money on a keyboard. Just don't spend like $1,000 on this stuff. It's not worth it at all. They all do the same exact thing.
and the next one is, what is the best time to stream? Now go ahead and because you've been streaming for longer than I have, David. So, and you've streamed at different times for longer. So
Okay.
go ahead and share your experience with us.
So this is actually something I have an answer for. I feel like a lot of YouTubers will dance around this answer. They'll be like just to keep the secret, best streaming hours, to them. But I have seen the most success streaming at night or after 5 p.m. I feel
I
like.
was gonna say after 5,
Yeah,
yeah.
after 5 is probably Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Mhm.
But I feel like that's when everybody's home from work, everybody's, just looking for something to do. That's like dinner's coming up or they just had dinner or whatever. It's a solid time. People got their plates, they're looking for some entertainment. They go on Twitch and they say, yo, the big buzz is
Yo,
playing, The
Infamous.
Forest? What the fuck? But yeah, that is probably one of the best times. The afternoon to night, probably best time to stream. Also, I've also streamed like super early in the morning, and it can that is okay. If you're
Mhm.
streaming for like all day, like during summer or something, just because like more people are free during the summer. It's vacation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out of school. Everybody's home, chilling and stuff. So I'd say like either super early morning or like super late at night. Like during the day, everybody's at work. Everybody's busy. Everybody's out doing stuff. If it's the weekend. Just keep it to like probably past 5. Past 5, I feel like would be the best.
Past 5. No, that's really what I was gonna say, man. Just past 5.
Yep,
Really, like you
exactly,
said, people are back from school, people are back from work, they're procrastinating, they get home, they're like, I don't really want to do this shit, so I'm a
exactly.
kill time. Look, hey, it's Yo Infamous, twitch.tv/Yo Infamous is playing Fortnite. He's running customs.
Damn, Fortnite customs, big going from
Yeah, man. But
damn blast from the
yeah,
past.
yeah. But basically after 4 or 5 o'clock
Hmm.
Eastern Standard is what works for us because that's when, in our experience, East Coast Eastern Standard, people are off from work and looking for something to do, looking to kill time, looking for entertainment. And that's when we found folks who pop in and, continue to pop back in.
And also 5 is also the sweet spot because 5 is 3 o'clock on West Coast. So people are
Hmm.
getting out of school. Then people have been out of school in Central Time Zone. We only have 3 time zones, right?
That's like
It's like
Central, bro. I
yeah,
don't know.
it's like
I
West,
don't.
Central, and then like East, right? So I'm
Central,
saying
East,
that.
West,
That's
Northeast,
that's
man.
what we're
There are
saying.
4 directions, so it's just I'm gonna assume there are 4 time zones. This is the wonders of the American schooling
We
system,
speak for
man.
streamer collabs. This is the official streamer collabs, um, talking heads. We stand for
Yeah,
streamer collabs. So
yeah, yeah.
nobody in streamer collabs knows how many time zones there are specifically.
Mm-mm.
So we're going with 3 or
Mm-hmm.
4 because there's 4 directions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That works. There's 4 time zones. We don't know the fourth one, but yeah. So people are getting off of school on West Coast, and then they just keep getting off of school. Throughout. That's how time zones work. Surprisingly,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So everybody's chilling on the East Coast, and then by 5, it'll be 3 on the West Coast, right? Or is it 2?
Probably.
It's 2.
Well,
It's
hey,
2 on the
dude,
West Coast.
we
Actually,
can get
we're doing
we
math.
can
We're
let
doing
them figure
math.
it out.
This
We
is
can let them figure
yeah.
it out.
Do
Let them
some. You
figure
do
it
some
out. You
math.
got yeah. How about you guys do some?
How about you guys help, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Threatening.
Damn. Want them to come back, bro. This is episode 2. Save that shit for next one.
I saved that for episode 3. You better come back for episode 3.
Yeah, but the last one, we got to get serious for this one, David.
Okay.
This is a serious issue. How do I respond to trolls, the POC edition?
Oh,
Because in case you guys didn't notice, we're black.
yes. We are black.
We're black
We
people,
are
black
the African
streamers,
Americans. Yes.
black YouTubers, black gamers. And
Black gamers.
it's I'm not saying it's easier to troll black content creators. I'm
It
just
just
saying,
seems more in my experience, and I'm sure your experience as well.
yeah,
It'll be more racially motivated because people
yes,
we all troll like what ninja and stuff. It'll be like haha lol mad cause bad or whatever, but when it
yeah.
comes to like POC, like it's
Like, haha, racial slur.
yo,
Like,
like, I'm being called like animals. I'm being called like I'm being told to dance. I'm being what I'm saying. It's like it's some
yeah,
crazy shit. So it's like it's like baseline trolling, and then there's like trolling black people. Like what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's different. It is
And
different.
and obviously this goes for, I would say, all POCs, those who identify as just
No,
Like,
I'm speaking when
yeah,
me, I'm
we're
speaking
and
specifically towards, Black and Latino because that's what we are.
yeah,
That's
Black
who we
Latino.
are, and that is who we are representing right now
Mm.
as we speak. I'm not saying like it's easy. Oh, if you're Filipino, it's so easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
No,
not
it's
saying all
like
that. It's just
we can only
these are
at
our
the end of the day, we
experiences.
can only speak on our experiences. Yeah. So it's like people who are part of different marginalized communities are all going to face this, right?
Mhm.
So I guess a better way to phrase this, how do I respond to trolls? We can only answer POC edition because from our point of view, Black Latino, that's who we are. So if we don't mention sexual orientation or gender identity, that's not our wheelhouse. And obviously those communities face that as well.
Mhm.
It's just we're not necessarily
Every
able to
community
speak
faces
on that,
trolls.
really.
Every
Yeah,
community will face trolls because
exactly.
trolls, as long as the internet has been, there have been trolls, and that's just how it is.
Mhm.
However, for POC and trolls, it is tough and it can weigh
Yes.
on you, but you really after a while you just kind of just have to ban the words.
Mhm.
Here. I'm not even gonna say like what I was gonna say. You have to ban the words, and then if somebody finds a way around it, ban that person as well. You want your community, no matter how small, that you want them to know that you don't rock with that, and that is not
Mhm.
funny. That is not appropriate. That is not accepted. You need to just make sure your community feels safe, and it
Mhm.
also helps you feel safe if you have mods that will also back you up, that will also say, "Hey, this is not okay." Okay?
Yeah. And
That is what, because people will say, "Oh, just get used to it, it'll you just grow some thicker skin or something." And it's
mm-mm,
just not that simple.
no.
It is not that simple to
It doesn't
just
get easier. Like,
exact
well,
because
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
as long as I'm black, people are going to troll me for being black. You know,
Yeah.
and that is how it is.
It's not
But
fair, it's not cool, but it is
it's not
what that's
right.
just that.
Exactly. So
And
basically, what I would say, and to wrap up my my 2 cents, is you just ban whatever words you don't want. Try and get as creative as you can in spelling those out in different ways, just so that people will try and trip up your automod system, and they
yep.
will try and get around it. So
Mhm.
try and get around it before they do, just so whatever they type in, it goes away and nobody can see it.
Yeah. And like in my experience, it's certainly been more I wouldn't say more, but like ever since I grew the afro, because like as y'all can see, I'm light skinned, right? Like I'm very,
See,
very
no.
light skinned. So like,
Okay, okay.
and that's not a problem. It's just like, people, I guess it seems weird to say, but sometimes niggas come in and they get a little comfortable because they're like, oh, he's a little light skinned. So it's not, I can say this because he
Uh,
may not feel offended.
mm,
I don't like that, so I banned
no.
I remember
Yeah.
one time, bro, like someone came in talking like mess, like, well, statistically, I looked at that shit. I was like, bro, we're playing Project Zomboid. What the
Oh,
fuck did you get crime statistics from?
yo,
And
you
then
just
he said
came
like
in
like
ready.
he talked about like all sorts of just like random shit. And I was like, huh? And
That
then I
is
banned
insane.
him, and then he comes in like, yo, man, sorry, I come from this background, that back.
They always have a background.
I'm like, bro, like, firstly, don't, this is not the place for that. Like, it's about fostering a place where everybody can be welcome and not
Hmm.
tolerating stupid shit.
Exactly.
So, setting up rules in Twitch before people can chat. Another good way to weed out trolls is to, well, follower mode is sketchy. Like, follower only chat is kind of sketchy
Hmm.
because that kind of dissuades like raids and new viewers. So it's follower only because you can set your chat to only allow people who follow you to chat.
Yeah.
But that has its pros and cons. Like the pros are, obviously fewer trolls, fewer bots.
Yeah.
Cons dissuades, raids and stuff because not everybody is going to want to follow you after, someone raids you. That actually
Exactly.
happened to me. I was playing Zomboid and this dude raided me. Um, Beaten Buzzers. Shout out Beaten Buzzers, by the way.
Shout
Twitch.tv
out
forward
beating
slash
buzz.
beaten. like beating, but without the G.
Okay,
Buzzers.
beating
He
buzzers.
plays
Nice.
Project Zomboid too, and he's a really entertaining streamer. He rated me one time, and he said
Mhm.
I almost didn't rate you because you had followers only mode on, but
Mhm.
I watched your content for a second, and I said I like this guy, I like his energy. I'm gonna rate you. So it's really it's it's
Followers
difficult.
only is very, it's like a closed door basically.
Yeah,
You're closing yourself off from everybody, which is why I don't think I use followers only,
yeah.
or if I do, I might. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never used it before. Um but yeah, followers only is basically just closing the door to a lot of just nonsense, but it also closes the door in the faces of people who want to raid you, who want to, just like just talk. Some people
Or
just want
just
to talk.
because people want to feel the vibe, be like, oh, okay,
Exactly, yeah.
do I rock with this person? But that's again another top like that we could talk about that for a while. But back to being a POC on Twitch or YouTube or just the internet and fucking general,
Hmm.
it really is just about not giving them a reaction either because they
True.
come in and say stupid shit for reaction. And it's like, if I see that and I get mad, I'm like, oh man, fuck you, this, that, and the other. They're gonna be like kicking their feet, throwing their phone, just like sitting on laying on their belly, giggling and shit, like because that's what they want.
That's what they
The whole
want.
point of trolling is to get a reaction.
Hmm.
They want to see you mad. They want content. They want to be able to clip that and share it to like their stupid little friends who are like, oh, look at him. He reacts to being lazy. Like troll,
Yeah.
black guy trolled. Like
Yeah.
you
It's
don't want to
just
give a
don't.
reaction. You ban them. You ban the word. You ban variations of the word,
Hmm.
and you keep it pushing. That's literally it. And it's gonna suck. You might have to grit your teeth a little bit. You will have to grit your teeth a little
Yeah.
bit. But you got to do it. Don't give them a reaction. Otherwise, you're giving them what they want, which
Yeah.
is pretty easy for me because usually I just see that I'm like, and then I ban him and then I keep it pushing. I don't even mention him. I'm just like, all
Hmm.
right, bet, see ya, bozo, and that's it.
Exactly.
Don't give them a reaction. And damn, man, this is some Jim Crow shit. I was watching clips from, no, I was watching clips from fucking the baseball player the
Oh,
first back Blake
Tony Robbins? No.
Tony Robbins, no. Jackie
Fuck.
Robinson.
Jackie
Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson.
There it is.
Um
Tony
Chadwick
Robbins is
Boseman
white.
played him in a movie, bro. And like that was the craziest thing because like there was a scene where like he's up to bat and he's like he's about to swing and the white dude on the opposing team is calling him racial slurs and shit and he can't react because if he reacts then that makes him the bad guy,
Or
right?
it makes
Because
him takes his eye. It takes his eye off the ball.
it takes his eye and it takes his eye off the ball. And then there's a
That's
scene where
some
like
that's some
he
real
goes
nigga
into
shit
like
right there.
not the dugout, but he goes into like the locker room and he starts just screaming and like breaking his bat and he's just like he's mad. It makes him
Yeah.
mad, but he can't show that because then he automatically loses.
Hmm.
He loses. So it's obviously things have got I'm not saying like, obviously you know what I mean? Almost like obviously things have like we're not in Jim Crow anymore, but it's like it's still kind of gnarly out here for us.
Yeah.
Like, let's be
Yeah.
real.
So
Let's be
yeah.
real. It's just racism has a different face. Different ways to be racist. It's not people coming up in your names and saying in your face and saying, "Oh, you can do this or can't do this or that." All the time. It's a lot easier to be on the internet faceless and be like, "Hey, slur." Like, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. It's
difficult to deal with.
it's
It's a
crazy.
difficult and uncomfortable conversation for a lot of folks to have,
Hmm.
especially people who aren't POC or who aren't POC. And if you're not POC and, this isn't an attack on you. This is just an attack on
This is the
stupidity.
attack on trolls. If
This
you, this
attack
is
on
not. This
trolls.
is, and it's not even an attack. This is how to deal with and defend yourself against trolls. That is what this is. This is not a, oh man, this is not an attack formation. This is not a plan.
Mm-mm.
This is just because everybody's got a plan until they got hit in the mouth. That is a
Yep.
Mike Tyson reference, I think, and or quote. That's a Mike Tyson quote. Everybody's got a plan, and so basically, this is just us trying to give you the tools and kind of a plan for when you do deal with somebody who says something out of pocket in your chat. That
Yep.
this is how you prevent it, And we're also telling you, if you do see it, just leave it. It's pixels. Delete it and move on. Don't try not to let it get to you, because then that'll
Yeah.
ruin your vibe for the rest of the stream.
Yep.
That'll ruin the vibe for anybody watching, and then
Mhm.
they win, bro. Do not let them win. That
No.
is that. So yes, it is a win-loss situation. I'm sorry, I'm
Mhm.
getting a little fired up a little bit,
Yeah,
but like,
but no,
do
me
not,
too.
do not let them win, bro.
Don't, because oh, like this is just me. It's like, bro, it's like, because you're gonna
Ragey.
be, because like you're gonna be. It's okay to be mad, like
Yeah.
on the inside. You just gotta. You can't show it on stream. You can talk. Do you even talk about it though? That's the thing. Like
I
I
mean,
don't.
you have to acknowledge it and be like, that's not okay. And
Acknowledge it, but don't dwell on it.
exactly,
I
yeah,
guess.
it happened. Don't
Yeah.
try not to act like it didn't happen. I mean, if your mod takes care of it and you feel like you need to say something, cool. But try not to just give that person the attention that they want. That is, at the end of the day, that's what they want. They want attention. They
Mhm.
want they want attention, and they just want a reaction. That is all they want,
Yeah.
man. And don't give it to them, because
No.
and they might try again, and they might make other accounts.
I've had people make other
Just don't.
accounts.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give them what they want, basically.
And like, yeah, it really is just gotta just grit your teeth and do it. And also, if you have people around you that are on Twitch, like a little like friends who stream and they pop in your chat often, why not give a mod? This is me, just because if you have people you know you can trust
Mhm.
who are in your chat often, give them mods so you know that they might be able to help catch things, because
Because if you have friends, then
yeah,
that means, hey, you have friends.
they're
Don't
not
try
going
to,
to tolerate that shit. They're going to be
exactly.
like,
They're gonna be on
huh?
the same vibe as you. They're gonna know,
Exactly.
oh, this is not okay. That's
Hmm.
funny. This, and then, you know what I'm saying? Oh, could I DM a mod to, post a clip? Because you should probably also have links off in your chat. Because I had people
Yes.
spamming the Corn Hub link in my chat,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I think I hovered over it. It was not a pretty sight. I've successfully blurred it, but do not have links on. Do not have links on. I think you can have
Yeah.
it so you can only post what is it, clips. So do that if you can,
Hmm.
but if you can't, just turn off
And
the
if
links,
you're
because that's another way people troll.
interested in finding out how to do that, you can just Google how to, like, Twitch chat or Twitch, what is it? Twitch clips only in chat, something like that. If you're on stream, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, you're going to get trolled.
Pretty
You're going to
much.
get douchebags who come in, try to ruin your day. You can't let them. I know that sounds kind of weak, but you really just can't let them.
It's a mental game.
It really is.
It's mental. What is it? When you build up a tolerance, basically, it's just you have
Mental
to.
fortitude.
I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's basically just, you just have to. Damn, bro. I don't know. That's all I got.
You just got to build it. You just got to be strong, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to, it doesn't have to be eloquent, bro. Just, you got to be strong,
True.
because
True.
Twitch streaming, it looks easy. Sometimes it is easy, but at the end of the day, it's not just press a button
No,
and
the
go
streaming
live.
itself. No, yeah, the streaming itself can be fun, can be easy, but there will always be challenges and stuff, things that pop up,
Yeah.
and the stuff that goes behind the scenes of streaming, not just going live, playing the game, having fun, and then getting off.
Yeah.
The steps behind that, after that, which is before and after in the same senses. Either way, basically, that is what is the difficult part. That is the
Exactly.
truly difficult part. Is
Yeah.
the editing, the late nights, the early mornings, the just sleepless
crying.
nights, the blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? The uncontrollable sobbing. That right there, that is the journey.
Yeah, man. And it's a great journey. It's fun. I do enjoy streaming. We can actually talk about Burnout next week, or not. Yeah, next week,
Shout out next
because
week.
Burnout is something I was about to go into detail with, but we're running out of time for today. But yeah, Burnout is,
Yeah,
it's everyone
burnout's
deals
a
with
real
it.
thing. Burnout is
Yeah.
a real thing. You can and will burn yourself out on streaming. If you're streaming 8-12 hours a day, the same game, you're gonna burn out. So come back next week so we can
Talk
talk to
about
you
burning.
about Burnout. It's been
Bernie
the big
Warney.
infamous in this
The
and the
big buzzy wuzzy
and the
about to
tiny buzzy wuzzy.
waddle on back to the anthill because my break's over and the queen's like, get back to work. No. I gotta go, man. But yeah,
It's gotta go, man.
gotta go. I got to go.
Got to go. All right.
Hope
I
he ate. I
also
hope he ate today,
got
man.
to go.
Yeah, gotta go. But all right.
I know he did. I know he did.
Yo, stop. What? We can't keep that in.